Hi everyone, this is Sindhu. I'm a medical student, and for the next few minutes, consider me as subjected to heart attack. That part of the heart is definitely less efficient when compared to the rest of the heart. Eventually, can lead to heart failure. And another important cause is diabetes. An individual having diabetes is twice as exposed to heart failure as compared to a normal individual. There are other factors such as some individuals can be born with some valve defects which put some extra pressure on the heart. And sometimes severe allergic reactions and severe infections, HIV, obesity, all of these can also be a cause for heart failure. Well, it is important to note here that heart failure can be avoided. It takes long time before your heart actually starts giving up and ending up in heart failure. So before that, there are some important lifestyle changes that you can be making. One of the most important ones is quitting alcohol and smoking. It is important for you to contact some healthcare professional in case you're finding it difficult to quit these habits. And the other very important part is diet. By making a choice at every meal we eat, by eating healthy, by eating green, by eating low fat, we are actually taking a step closer towards the health of our heart. It is also important to note the amount of salt that you might be consuming throughout your day. It is best if it is below 1.5 gram. This also includes the salt that is present in the packaged foods and also the deep freezed foods that we consume every day. And the next important factor that we need to be implementing into our lifestyle is exercise. Now, it is important to note that it is not necessary to exercise every single day of your life. It can an exercise of 4 to 5 days a week is also a very good amount of exercise to your body. And also take into account the exercise must not exceed a point where you cannot endure it. It is important that you contact your physician before you take up intense exercise or some different kind of exercise into your lifestyle, especially if you have some pre-existing conditions already present. And the next one is stress management. It is very, very important that we find a way to relieve our stress in today's world. Meditation and mindfulness are some important and beautiful tools that you can use or introduce into your lifestyle based upon what you like in order to reduce stress. There are many studies that prove that mindfulness and meditation actually help in reducing stress and also equip the individual with better ways of handling stress that they face in their daily life. And another important one to prevent heart failure is if you are having hypertension or diabetes or any thyroid disorder, be it excess or lower than normal, it is very important that you get treatment, without which at the end of the chain it is your heart that takes the entire burden and might make you a victim of heart failure. So the symptoms of heart failure. The common symptoms of heart failure are generally shortness of breath, the swelling of legs, and also general feeling of lack of appetite and nausea. It is important to note that these are not symptoms that are specific to heart failure. You might be having these symptoms and not have heart failure. So do not panic and consult your certified physician before you come to a conclusion or make a diagnosis for yourself. And when should you consult a doctor? Now, anyone who is in their mid 30s or 40s, or if you want to even before that, can always consult your physician for regular checkups and monitoring based on the guidelines that they provide you. And especially if in case you are a diabetic or have hypo or hyperthyroidism, that is both over and under activity of thyroid, hypertension, it's best if you consult your physician and take appropriate treatment, because all these factors can influence the incidence of heart failure. And coming to the treatment of heart failure, I would not like to mention any particular medicine that is used for heart failure in this video, because it is never advisable to administer for others or for yourself a medicine that is not prescribed by a certified physician. So every time we make a decision to eat healthy or to exercise or to meditate or to quit a bad habit, we're actually moving closer towards happiness and health. Let's help each other to keep the beat of our life in rhythm. Thank you.